Hey guys, welcome to Better Rants to Inspire. This one is called Stopping at Failure. You know, I find it pretty crazy when someone tells me they failed at something and they use that statement like it's an ending. And I guess for a lot of people, that statement is an ending. They try to do something, they fail at it, and that's it. They're done. They just accept that they failed at it, and that's the way it's going to be. Now, if it's something trivial, I get it. It may not be worth the effort. But honestly, if it wasn't worth the effort in the first place, why do it at all? Why try to do something that you didn't really care to do? However, if it's something that's important to them, something they really wanted and would have brought them amazing satisfaction and happiness, why are they making the decision to stop at failure? Even if they were wholly unqualified to do what they were trying to do, they shouldn't be stopping there and settling for what they currently are. Think about it this way. If you had accepted failure just because you weren't qualified to do something the first time you tried it, you'd be in some pretty big trouble right now. Think about the first time you tried to walk. Your legs weren't developed, you had no sense of balance, you'd pretty much mastered the art of crawling at that point. So when you tried to walk, and failed miserably most likely, if you had the same attitude as the adult you, crawling would have been it. You would have just resigned yourself to a life of being on your hands and knees forever. That sounds pretty miserable to me. Now, if you've ever been in the Army, you'll know for a fact that crawling sucks as an adult, so it's not where you want to be. Now, obviously, everyone is going to see that example and say it's an exaggeration and the same thought process can't be applied to adult life. But you can. Everything you've tried to do in your life, you've most likely failed at first. It may not have been some major failure that changed the course of your life, but they were still failures. And that's what we always do. We fail at something over and over again, beat ourselves down about it. Tell ourselves we're failures and we aren't strong enough, good enough, smart enough. You can pretty much insert any word in there and it's probably something you've said to yourself at one time or another. But because we keep trying, we finally succeed and then pick a new failure to beat ourselves down without ever really taking the time to congratulate ourselves on our success. It's this type of thinking that leads people to believe they are failures. They dwell on their mistakes and their shortcomings and never even congratulate themselves on the things they don't fail at. You learn to drive and then beat yourself up because you couldn't parallel park the first time. You built the courage to talk to the opposite sex, but you thought so badly of yourself the first time you got turned down for a date. In school, you passed 1,000,000 tests, but you were an idiot because you failed one. The examples are endless. We are so committed to punishing ourselves for our shortcomings. We are unbelievably harsh to our own minds just because we experience a little bit of failure. Everything worthwhile you have ever done and will ever do is most likely going to end in failure the first time around. Maybe the second, maybe the third. And if you're a genius, it could be way more than that. Thomas Edison failed more than 3,000 times while trying to invent the incandescent light bulb. When they asked him about his failures, he simply said, "I didn't fail. I simply found 3,000 ways not to make a light bulb." We all need a little Edison in us. One that regards failure as a stepping stone to the things we want to accomplish. And that applies to all the things in our life, big and small. Tripped over your own feet? Feel like a fool? Remember the 1,000,000,000 steps you took before that with sure feet and you didn't fall? Didn't get the promotion? How about all the steps up the ladder from grade school to now that it took to get you that job? Made a bad investment? How about all the success you enjoyed to earn that money you invested? Didn't get the girl? How about all the people you've met and interacted with throughout your life who love you without question? Failures in life are guaranteed, and I mean that, 100% guaranteed. You will fail often. You already have on the path to the person you are today, and that's not going to change. And at some point, you're going to get to a point where you can no longer try again. And I don't know about you, but as long as life is giving me time to make another attempt, I'm damn sure not going to take failure as a reason to stop when it comes to the things I really care about. And neither should you. Thank you guys for joining me for another Rant to Inspire, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for some morning motivation.